Imagine a game in which 6 fantasy races face off for regional dominance. Alliances are formed, and bands are dispatched. As the conflict wages on, the forces must be increased and become more focused in order to be successful. The game I just described definitely is not Ethnos, but it's pretty close. The game takes place on a mythical island called Ethnos. The island is inhabited by numerous fantasy races. There's no shortage of elves, dwarves, and wizards, but we do also have more unique factions like merfolk, centaurs, and skeletons. While the setting isn't completely unique or original, it definitely works. Many of us are familiar with the classic Ticket to Ride. One could consider Ethnos the fantasy area majority nephew of Ticket to Ride. The player's turn is quite simple: draw a card or play a band of cards. You have the choice of adding one of the face-up cards from the table to your hand or drawing blind off the top of the deck. The alternative is playing a band and adding a control marker to the board. A band consists of a set of cards all of the same race or the same color. There's a good amount of thought that goes into creating a band, specifically the topmost card. The color of this card determines which region your control marker will be placed in. The race of the card will also determine what special action you are allowed to take, with each race's action being unique. Play continues for 3 years, each ending when a third dragon card is drawn from the deck. At the end of the year, the different regions will be scored based on which players have the most control markers present. Occasionally a game comes along that is undeniably great. The game is filled to the brim with small and simple choices. Each one of these choices, though, feels meaningful and important. And despite the large amount of planning and decisions to be made, turns are incredibly quick. But in the end, there's no greater feeling than after turns of lucky card draws, throwing down a 6-card band to take control of an area just turns before the third dragon card is drawn. It's highly replayable and plays quickly, making it great for gamers and their non-gaming families. If you aren't sick and tired of the same old fantasy tropes, odds are you'll love the game. So yes, I believe it's for you, and anyone else you're fortunate enough to teach it to.